Hi Leo, welcome to your reading for the mid-month of January. This channel is called The Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. Giving us some sage, some for you, and clear out our sacred space. I don't know if you can hear that crackling noise in the background. There's like a little bonfire going on in my candle holder. I almost regret to say I made that one myself. The wooden wick, and sometimes they burn too high. I might have to extinguish that for the reading before I set my house on fire. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you so much for all your love and support. I hope you have had a good kickoff to the new year. Maybe it's the fire energy, Leo. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the fire energy of your sign. I don't know. I'm using Sacred Circle Tarot. It's created by Anna Franklin and illustrated by Paul Mason. They are a couple, or they were at the time of the making of this deck. It's a beautiful deck. It's Celtic Pagan. The other deck I'll be using to clarify is Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards by Barbara Michael John Free and Flavia Kate Peters. I now evoke the elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, and greet the directions of north, east, south, and west to this reading. Odd energy, Leo. Oh boy. I feel some bashing going on. Either way. Hate or love, it is passion. I can feel it. This reading is for the areas of love, security, and freedom. The underlying energy. Man, this card keeps coming up. The web, number 11. This is like justice or karma. Can also be like the Wheel of Fortune. In this deck, it's a little bit of a combined energy in comparison to the traditional tarot, where there's one card for each thing. The web is a little bit more of a combination of those things. And yeah, just a lot of karmic stuff going on in relationships lately. It's not just you. It seems like it's everybody. Insecurity, well, that's good in the area of security. This is your material wealth, your material world, your food, clothing, shelter, and meaningful work to do. The Ace of Discs. So that's really awesome. A new beginning, a fresh start, head start. This is like what I feel like you're really seeing now, your efforts paying off. You're seeing the beginning of what you've created, like something that's been in the works for a long time, I feel. Like like a new business type of thing, a new venture, that type of thing. Underlying energy for freedom is the 10 of Discs, long-term security, tradition. And this is the choices you're making at this time are with the intention of them being towards the long term. And you're doing that. You might feel more secure and more certain of the outcome of your decisions, and you might require some flexibility. That's the energy I'm feeling. In the area of love in the recent past, you have the Page of Swords, thought, so clarity. This to me feels like it's what's underlying everything. Is there was a change or an epiphany or an enlightenment in the area of a romantic relationship or a very influential relationship, like a mother, father, parent figure type of thing, authority figure. And it really just paved the way. It cleared everything out of the way for you to just kind of forge full steam ahead is what I'm feeling. it's the end of karma is what I'm feeling. It's this like the end of the cycle. Things are wrapping up are the words that I'm getting. Things are wrapping up. Some of you have bought a new home. This is what I'm getting. In the energy of, in the area of security, I'm getting the energy of the Lovers. 6 is standing out. So June, you made a choice about something too, but it was heavily influenced by partnership. Heavily influenced by a partnership, either an authority figure who you would consider to be an authority figure. For some of us, it's our parents, our boss, whatever. For some, it's even a spouse, which isn't the greatest way to view your spouse as an authority figure, but it could also mean on the more positive side that you truly trust their judgment and they're not trying to wield their power over you. So it's equal, it's unilateral decisions. For some of you, I feel that that might have been out of balance, and what's transpiring in your life right now is putting things back in balance so that you're making, did I say unilateral? I meant more lateral, like you have more latitude with one another. You're on equal playing field, and the other person is not making unilateral decisions. But it's almost like maybe if they did in the past, the universe is turning things around so that you get to make this one unilateral decision and say, I'm putting my foot down. This is what I want. I'm going for it. You can come along with me or not type of feeling. So it could be that. I do feel for some of you, I do, very strongly. And it's kind of like you're feeling it. So for freedom, you have the Chariot, which is like the ultimate victory. It's a bigger scale victory. It's a long-term victory. Like you decided where we're going to move. I've decided, I've waited long enough. I've done everything for you guys. I've done it your way all this time. We're going to do it my way this time. And it's like almost as if like the first half of your life was spent accommodating everyone else's wishes. And now for the second half of your life, completely new page. And you're like, no, it's about me this time. Me. So it's like you're exerting your personal power, and it's a good thing. Maybe that's where I feel all the passion is coming from, and it's gonna, you know, it will even out into a more even keel soon. Some of you have left the dynamic of a relationship, because in the present energy for love, I get the 8 of Cups, which is abandonment. This card feels good to me. This is not the kind of abandonment that leaves you feeling forlorn and forsaken by someone. This is more like you're like, nope, I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. Bye. You know, and you're not looking behind you, although you might be feeling like, oh my God, are they going to come with me? I really put my foot down. I'm not used to being that strong, you know? It's like, well, I guess we'll see, right? You wait and let it unfold on its own. You can't kind of turn back and control things, and, you know, or at least that's the universal energy I'm getting. It wouldn't be good to do that. Just if you made up your mind, then go in that direction. Go. And if they're meant to be, they will follow you. And it's okay if people are following you for a change, for a damn change. And here's what I get in security. The area of security and your material wealth, your material world is the Ace of Wands. This is fiery passion. It is the fiery, passionate card, is what I said in the beginning. But this is the divine inspiration card. This is when you, if you picture yourself as this wand, right? It's phallic energy, it's masculine, but you're holding it, regardless of your gender. This is you, and this is the divine, and you're all lit up, you know, and you feel powerful, and it is a wand, right? It contains power. No doubt about it. It's magical. Yeah, you be witching. You are witching things. You are bewitching and witching things up. You're adding your magic to things, and you're feeling your own power. Maybe some of you for the first time ever, or for the first time in a very long time, you feel your power emanating from you, and it's giving you that momentum to leave those relationship dynamics behind, like drama. You're leaving it behind. And for, wow, man, Leo, you got the Leo card. Number 8, the warrior. In traditional tarot, this is the strength card with a lion on it. Leo the lion. And this woman wielding the sword, in the traditional tarot, she's holding a lion and she's just taming him. She's got her hand on its mouth gently. And the lion is holding all this big, powerful Leo masculine fire energy. And she's just gently closing his mouth, quelling your own fears, you know. And you're doing it well, I have to say. It's like Spirit is saying you have a lot. You're mustering all the composure you can right now, as heated as things are. Some of you have, and I did get this earlier, some of you have just recently gotten married, or there is a recent marriage in your family or in your close circle of people, in your soul tribe. And I feel like it cost some expense. It cost something. It put like a dent in something, and you are recouping or rejuvenating, or you tweaked the budget so that it wouldn't take out too much, because you wanted to save some for yourself. You were like, no, I still got my dreams. This is your dream. It's your wedding. You pay for some of it. And if you don't want to, well, don't then. But this is how much I'm putting in, and that's all. And it's like, you're not used to being that way. You're just not used to being that way. For some, it's like a baby, a new baby. But it's someone else's baby. You know, or if it's yours, you're not being as lavish as you typically would think you're supposed to be. Like, you're supposed to put all of this, all of your resources into other people, and you're not this time around. You're maintaining your composure is what I keep getting from Spirit, and they're like this. They're like, you are doing an awesome job. I can feel it. You're getting a lot of divine help in it too, though, and that's why you're like embracing it and receiving it and thanking heaven for it, and almost as if you don't quite believe heaven is actually helping you, and they're like, you got it, you feel us, and we are helping you, and you're doing great. So it's like, keep holding your own, Leo, because you're doing awesome. You're doing an amazing job holding your own, making these long-term decisions for you for a change, you leading the way, you heading up at the path, dealing with the karmic situation that you moved away from, moving away from drama, maintaining and holding within you your creative, magical power, embracing your own magic, acknowledging it for what it is, and coming out and saying so. So many of you are saying, I am a witch, I am a whatever it is that you feel that you are, and you're saying it, and you're like, you're owning that, and you're wearing it. It's almost like, I'm not going to hide it anymore, I'm going to wear it out in the open. Whether it's your hat or your cloak or your whatever it is, your tool, your instrument, it's like, I'm wearing it. Or you're just wearing the essence of how it feels. You're wearing it outside, and you're not keeping it under wraps anymore. You're out. You're out of the broom closet. You know, you're out and you're proud. You know what I'm saying? And it is. It's like rainbow pride. Rainbow pride. It's the same way with magic and coming out of the broom closet. Because people think you're cuckoo or whatever, and yet this is the one thing that makes you feel sane. When you own it, it makes you feel even more sane. It's like, yeah, when I embrace it and I own that shit, it's more like, now it's real. And it doesn't seem like a figment of my imagination even to me. Now it's real. And it's like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal now? I don't even understand why I thought it was such a big deal to do this, why I thought it would be so scary to come out. So maybe a lot of you are coming out in your sexuality too, or maybe your sexuality is evolving or expanding as a result of you coming out of the broom closet. I don't know, but somebody's coming out of some kind of closet, and you're wearing it proudly, and you're maintaining your composure without trying to overpower other people. You're just redirecting your energy. But since it's the first time, you feel like really passionate about it, and you're kind of having to calm yourself down, which is good, because it's easier to calm yourself down than it is to get yourself motivated. When you're tired and lethargic and you're like drained and your soul is drained, you know, I feel like you've been through a healing process where you kind of recouped and regained your soul energy, and now it's so fired up you're having to calm it or tame it down like the lion. But you're doing a great job, and it's okay if you don't do it perfect. Like if you exaggerate, if your energy comes out a little bit more exaggerated, it's like, it's okay. So a lot of people have strong personalities, but if you're not used to that, it seems if it seems out of character for you to just be so overly animated all at once or whatever that you're like, oh, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. But you're not. You're not. And don't let other people fool you into saying, oh, it's just a phase they're going through. It's just a phase. You know, like, what are you, 13? You know, it's not a phase. It's who you really are, you know. And no offense to 13-year-olds because, you know, they're really doing it. And we as adults are like, I'm not 13 anymore. I can't do this. I can't just come out and just be me and have people accept me, because sometimes what they feel is just that. They're thinking you're going through some kind of adolescent phase that you're going to outgrow, and you're not. It's like, no, this is really who I am, and I'm going to calm down and I'm going to mature into it. But man, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it, and I don't care what anybody says. And in the future for love, you have discontent, the Four of Cups. I don't feel that this is you feeling discontent. I feel this is someone else feeling discontent in you going your own way. Fleetwood Mac, you can go your own way. Be strong like Stevie Nicks then. There's some witch power for you. I just feel like even though you might feel like, oh, am I being insensitive or overly sensitive? Are they being overly sensitive? I don't feel this at all, Leo. I really don't. Who likes it when you leave them? Who likes it when you put a dent in their security? But who likes it when you stop accommodating them? Who likes it? They don't like it. That's okay. They're the ones who have to accept their feelings. You don't have to accept their feelings because they don't have anything to do with you. It's always, maybe for you, it's always been about their feelings, and now it's about your feelings, and they're like, maybe their nose is out of joint. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And you're trying to maintain your composure and not make an issue of their feelings, not letting their feelings impact, letting them rain on your parade. In other words, you're not going to let them rain on your parade. And I do feel like, well, shit, you know, you couldn't celebrate with me? I thought we loved each other. I thought we celebrate one another's victories and triumphs and happiness, even if you don't agree with me. It's still my happiness. We're still a couple. We're still together, or we're partners, whether it's business partners or mom and dad or, you know, your spouse or your lover, your partner. It's like, I thought you had my back on this emotional. I thought you were supporting me and celebrating with me. But I feel that the divine will give you another cup. So it's like the Three of Cups is celebration. The Four of Cups is the party's over. You feel like that anticlimactic, but then that fourth cup comes in from the divine and says, I'll celebrate with you. The divine will celebrate with you and match someone energetically or some situation energetically that matches your vibration of celebration. So I hope that makes sense for some of you. I do feel that very strongly. So leave a comment if that resonates for you. Because here, look at this. In the area of security, you've got the Four of Wands, development. This is the twin flame card. So in security, in the area of security, you have an absolutely new and solid beginning. Some of you, I feel, have chosen to marry someone that your family may not agree with you being a perfect match for you. Maybe. But you're going on full steam ahead. This is like a new home. Twin flame, new home, marriage, new marriage. The Lover's card, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Discs are all in the area of security. So it's like you are rocking this. You're rocking the house. You are, in fact, building your new life. And some people are not happy about it. And you're trying your best to not let it rain on your parade. And you're doing a good enough job, trust me. That's what the universe is saying. And you have the Five of Wands. This is grounding. This is when you might feel your energy is a bit scattered, which is completely understandable with you, with this new course driving forward, and you have all this momentum, and you're aware of two different things or several different things happening at once. And you're like, where do I focus my energy? Always come back to the center. Just come back to your heart. Just come back. Find where your home is. It's like yesterday, Spirit just told me, mentioned something about a homing device, like how we have a homing device in our heart. And whatever makes you feel at home in your heart is where you should be. That's where you bring yourself and center yourself. And whatever makes you feel at home in your soul, your homing device. It's like that's what will guide you back to yourself when your actions or choices seem to be pulling you in different directions, or having to mentally keep all of these plates spinning, in your mind anyway, mentally, like, oh, this one's mad, this one's doing this, I'm doing this, and then we all got to do this. And it's too much to keep track of. And it's like, oh, you have to remember, it seems counterintuitive, but it's exactly intuitive. All you have to do is come back to your homing device. You have a homing device. Stay centered in that, and you'll be okay. And you have to let other things kind of fall by the wayside, because it's not all your responsibility. I can feel that in these cards. There's a lot of responsibility or things that need to be attended to that are just not your responsibility. So it feels like you should let other people handle their own shit, even though, oh my God, but it's a wedding, or it's the birth of a child, or it's a new job, or we're moving. Even though it's any of those major things, you have to conserve your energy. You have to conserve your energy. Use that inner strength to conserve your energy, to avoid feeling discontent, to avoid feeling like someone's raining on your parade. Because it could lead to feeling defensive. And I don't see any defensive cards on here, but I see someone being a little emotionally manipulative to maybe put you on the defensive, because they know that's the button to push. It's the guilt button. And you're not going to let them push it. Don't let them push it, Leo. Don't let them push that guilt button. You can just be like, oh, I'm so excited you're getting married. No, I can't do that. But I'm so excited you're getting married. I'm so happy for you. Yay. And they won't know. My mother used to say this thing. They didn't know whether to shit or go blind. Like struck to where, no offense to blindness. I don't mean that that's not a joke. But it's almost like they don't see straight because you just blindsided them. You blindsided them, and that's what that means. You're in their blind spot because you acted out of character. They were expecting you to give in to their emotional demands, and you didn't. And you did it with a smile on your face. So they didn't know whether to shit or go blind. You blindsided them. Anyway, I don't know if anybody else's mother ever said that, but mine did. And sorry, I didn't mean to use the word to offend anyone, but it means to blindside someone. Yeah, otherwise, other than that, I feel like you're not going to let them rain on your parade. You've got too much to celebrate, and you've got too much to do anyway for yourself. And you are helping other people. You are. If you were wondering if pulling back your energy is helping them less, I'm feeling no. You are definitely helping people because you're staying grounded. In this Five of Wands card, I can feel it. But you're also fueling your own foundation. And it's like you're being really responsible for your energy now. And it's going to pay off in the immediate sense of the word, in that you're going to feel fulfilled right as you're doing it. And you're going to go, hey, this shit really works. I like doing this. I like having boundaries. I like having boundaries. And all because of this experience that I had in the recent past. It really set my mind right. And I know God is on my side. I just know it now. And maybe some of you are going, and now after this reading, I really know it. I got confirmed. It's like God told me then, and the divine told me then, and it's like, and this confirmed it. I'm going to stay right here in my sweet spot of my energy and holding it. And here is the Witch's Wisdom card. It is invocation. It is ritual with the energy of invocation. So you are calling down the divine. You are channeling, just like I said. You're the wand. You're the magic wand. Only witches can do this shit. I'm telling you. Sorry for my language, but I do feel passionate. And sometimes when I feel passionate, I get a sailor mouth. And And I was gonna say this earlier. Don't try this at home, kids, because I just did it. It's like when you say something and you can't pull your words back in. So it's like you might be stumbling on your words or feeling like you can't reel it back in. And that's what I was saying earlier is if you're overly enthusiastic, don't worry about it too much. Don't beat yourself up about it too much because it happens to everybody and it's okay. You know, you can't go through hard and heavy, intense energy like this in a perfect formulaic way. Might be a little messy. You might piss some people off or step on their toes, but at the end of the day, you've got to be you. And you've got to forgive yourself for being human. And you got to just go, okay, it's all right. I'm just human. And here's your underlying card in the deck, of which is wisdom, is the energy of the watchtower of the east, the energy of spring. So it is a whole new beginning for you guys, but you're starting to see things bloom and blossom. It's like what I'm getting is spring is coming early for you. You're going to be seeing, like I said earlier, you're going to see the immediate results of staying true to yourself. That's all there is to it. And forgive yourself, because it's a messy process sometimes, not perfect. You know, does nature grow perfectly? Things are wonky and uneven, and it's perfect in and of itself. So don't be too hard on yourself, Leo. I think you're doing great, fantastic job. As the universe has confirmed, you're becoming your own witch or wizard, however you call yourself, but you're doing it out loud. And you're getting confirmed by the divine directly. You're really coming into your power unequivocally. You are. Hope you enjoyed that reading. I hope it helped. If you would like to connect with me for a personal reading just for you or to donate to this channel, the links are in the drop-down box right below this video screen. It says like the See More section or whatever, however it shows up on your screen. Check out my video library for more videos that might resonate for you as well. Your sun, moon, rising signs, Venus, Jupiter, etc. You know, just intuitively look at the lists of signs and different types of readings and click on whatever you feel drawn to. And they're all timeless readings, so don't worry about the date. It will match. If you feel drawn to it, you're supposed to look at it. So go ahead and have fun. You know, have fun with it, with your own intuitive process. So I think that's it, Leo. Until we meet again, from my soul to yours, much, much love and brightest blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.